Hey everybody, how's it going today? It is me, Captain Energy, and today I want to talk to you about a couple different things. Last week, I did a video on the JT-4000. You may remember it. It is this little synth right here, and it hooks up to your PC by USB, and you can control it. It's a little sound module, it's a little synth. The thought in my last video was people were kind of upset because they couldn't use it with a DAWless setup. I did have some kickback or some feedback from some people who thought that would be ridiculous to use it in a Midi setup or whatever, but I didn't mean, just so you understand, I wasn't planning on using it as a controller or even as just for knobs or anything. I was planning on using it as a sound module where I could control it from, say, Cubase and use it for creating music. But in this case, since I wanted to be able to use it DAWlessly, I wanted to be able to use it with, like, say, for example, my Novation circuit tracks, or maybe my Simple Track, or whatever, something else that was a sequencer, and that could then use that device as another synthesizer off that other device. And I tried a couple ways. I did try splitting the USB channel with a USB splitter. That did not work quite the way I wanted it to. With a MIDI cable, I tried using a MIDI cable off of it, and the MIDI cable didn't work because the MIDI cable didn't provide, it provides connection to a PC or to a Mac, but it didn't seem to work when connected directly by USB to the synthesizer. One of my other subscribers mentioned what he needed was a MIDI interface. They recommended something like this. This guy right here is it's MIDI interface. I'm going to open this up right now. I haven't opened it yet. It's still in the box. But what it is, it's a MIDI to USB converter. What it does, plug your synthesizer that uses MIDI out into the front, and it connects it to these MIDI ports. So your synthesizer plugs in here, and then MIDI in and out right here come off of this and have up to 16 channels of out. You can actually stick a hub on the front of this and plug it in, and plug in up to your 16 devices if you want to, I guess. But each one you have to configure the channel on the device. So, and then they'll all come through these MIDI ports right here, as long as you configure them properly. On the back, you'll see this particular one. There's one with the DC type connector, like a round barrel type connector for power. This one I bought because it had the USB type connector for power. I just really would rather have a USB cable on the back than some proprietary weird barrel wall wart device where I can plug this into my hub or any of my multiple chargers that I have around the house and power it off that. I thought this was pretty good. This was about $50 for this device, so coupled with the cost of the JT-4000, that gets you up to about $100. But it's something that I'll be able to use beyond just the JT-4000. This will do some other stuff. Like, for example, using this controller, I can take my MPK 25, one of my minis, my MPK Mini, sorry, not 25, but I can take my MPK Mini and plug that in here and use that if I wanted to. But if I wanted to take that with me on a DAWless setup, maybe I want to use it with my circuit tracks or my circuit rhythm. Now I could, using this device, I could do that, and I'd have to have power to this. For that, I could use anything. I could even use like a USB battery device that I'd use to charge my phone when I run low on the go, you know. This device does work. I'm going to try it out and show you guys how to set it up. All right, here we go. All right, so here we are. I've got my synthesizer right here. And now I'm going to bring into the picture here my USB host device. What we're going to do with this first is this needs power on the back. So this back unit right here goes to power. So I'm going to plug that in. There we go. If you look at the back, you'll see this little red light is now on. That means, you know, good to go. Next, what we need to do is we need to hook the keyboard to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to plug this in here, and then we're going to take this and plug this right in here. This now provides power from this box to my little synthesizer here. You still can't hear it because it's just hanging out. And now we just need something to control it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get myself my Simple Track. So now with my Simple Track in play here, all I need is a MIDI cable and an audio cable. We'll get the audio cable first, and I'm going to take the audio out of my JT-4000, and I'm just going to put that into my Simple Track, just like that. So now you can hear that playing through the speaker here, right? but we still aren't controlling it from here. So we still need one more cable, and that cable is a Midi cable. All right, I'm going to take this Midi, and we're going to plug this to the out here, and then we're going to plug that out to the in on the Midi host box here. There we go. And now what we need to do is we need to set channel 1, because right now this receives on, I believe it receives on channel 1. We can check. We'll go to settings, and we'll turn this little dial here until we see transmit channel is off. So I can turn that on also if I want to. We'll leave that off though, actually. And we're on receive channel number 1. Now this is kind of important because I can tell it that I want to receive on any of the channels that are available here. On the simple track, you have up to channel 10. I'm going to use channel 10 just because, actually I'll use channel 9 because 10 is typically for drums. So I'm going to change this to channel 9, which is right now what it's on. Okay, now I'm going to get out of that settings menu, and we're going to go down to channel 9 here on the simple track, and I'm just going to create a track that is MIDI. Now that we've done that, I can control the JT-4000 from my simple track. And aside from being able to control it, I can use it in sequences. Alright, that's basically it. Now that you know how to hook it up, get yourself a USB MIDI host like this one here. Hook up your devices like this to a device like this and go crazy. Start making music. And that's pretty much the whole video. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I look forward to answering them for you. If you'd like to get yourself one of these, I've got a link down below where you can purchase one. It will most likely be an affiliate link, so it won't cost you anything extra, but it will possibly send a few cents to the channel as far as for helping support some of the operating costs. But yeah, it's on Amazon, and they have an affiliate program, so I joined. And you'll be able to get that. And I also put the cables that I used here, if you can get any of these, so you can get them for yourself as well. If you have any questions, like I said, hit me up, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, and enjoy making some music. Bye for now.